Hi, my name's Pete and welcome to another trip down the garden with Mystic Veg. So it's not just growing veg I get up to down the garden, I also do a bit of woodwork and got photographs of things I've made here. Various planters and the playhouse for my granddaughter and bits and bats here and there, and it's all done because doing it cheaply is the best way. I think you can buy all this stuff, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. So this is my source of pallets. I'm not telling you where it is. But if you're just driving around, you can see them at the side of the road, or and just knock if if you're on an industrial estate or something, and there's some pallets stacked up. Just ask somebody. Knock on the door, somebody's door, and say, do you want your pallet? And a lot of the time, they'll be glad to get rid of them because they're in the way. Otherwise, you can go on Facebook Marketplace and see adverts like this, and there's also ones for sale. But my advice is just save your money and get free ones. I'll take you on a little tour of this now, and show you what I've made. Then of course there's all these planters I've made. So I've made these two to be at the bottom of this arch. I'm going to put beans in there. There's another planter there. That one nearest to me, I grew potatoes in that. Another planter there. These raised beds, all from pallets. Some more planters. Forgotten how many I'd made, to be honest. Raised bed again. These are pallet colours. If you can get hold of these, don't pay a fortune for them. People sell them on eBay for daft prices. Sorry, not eBay, on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, for like silly prices, and because they realise what people use them for. But if you can get them for nothing, that's great. Look at that, the dog just drinks dirty water all the time. Put a bowl of water down in the house and she won't touch it. But that's Collies for you. So some more planters there. Oh, and I built this as well. These are for my strawberries when they come. To be honest, as they are like that, they don't look very safe. Look like they're going to fall over, so I'll have to do something about that. The compost bin, there's a lot of timber there. A lot of timber. If you bought that from the timber merchants, that's going to cost you best part of £100, I reckon. But that cost me nothing. And there's a bird feeder that I made. Bird table rather. But it's in pretty poor condition, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mend that. Of all the questions I've been asked when I've posted photographs of this online, is how did you make it, and have you got any plans for it? Well, no, there were no plans. If you can see that it's made up of 3 pallets, I'll go around the side here just to show you. So that's one pallet on its side. You can sort of just see the top of the pallet there, and then round the back, so be careful not fall over here. Round the back's another pallet there, and they're just nailed together. And then there's another pallet on its side there to make up the 3 sides. Sorry, the dog is usual self. Built a doorway, filled it in, and then inside, I know it's not huge, but it works for me. And the piping, this blue piping, is water pipe, 25mm water pipe. And I built that that's not even straight at the back there. And this bit at the top here, and then the door is one of them runners that you can get for a caravan, and it was just the right length. So that's it, polytunnel. So I rely heavily on timber that off pallets, because if I had to buy all this timber, it would cost me a fortune, and this has got future use for another little house I'm building for my granddaughter. Sorry, my finger's in the way there. So here's some pallets here's some I prepared earlier. Got to get all the nails out of them, of course. And storing, I have a problem storing stuff, to be honest, because some of these are a fair old length. And I made this from one pallet. I promise you, if you sit on that, it's perfectly safe. So one of the questions I've seen a lot is, how do you break up a pallet? Well, there's several ways. But people usually ask that question because they have a go at doing it, and they end up with a load of splintered wood. So I bought this. It's a pallet buster. It was off eBay, but there's ones you can buy online, but somebody's made this, and it's pretty hefty. And I use this to break up pallets. So that goes under there like that. You steady it, pull back, that's the middle bit come out. It helps if pallets are wet, because they break up quicker. And it's this last bit here. Now you're gonna splinter some of them, but that's easier than trying to smash them apart with a hammer or whatever else. Some people use like a saw, like a saw to saw through the nails, but that's hard work, to be honest. This is a lot easier. Just goes underneath there. You just got to steady it because it'll tip up. And again, so easy. If you can get pallets with thicker wood, then I would suggest doing it. But this is just a thin one. I think I got this pallet from a company that was wanted to get rid of all the pallets, and rather than just pick the ones I wanted, I said I'd take them all. But it comes in useful. Sorry, the dog's trying to get in on the act again. And I have very few that don't come apart properly. I think the only thing that's gone wrong with these is that sometimes I lose my balance. Cash. I'm not kidding, if it's not the RAF, it's the dog making a noise. But you can see how easy this is. I might as well finish it off. And once you've got these off, you've got these three bits from the bottom as well, which are useful. If you are going to do this, don't leave them lying around, because a lot of nails in feet is not a good thing. Either you or somebody, like the dog, or heaven forbid, our granddaughter. And there you go. That's how quickly you can break up a pallet. The other thing about pallets is some people say that if you're working with this wood, it's treated. Yeah, I believe some of it is. I to be honest, I've been breaking up pallets and using them for all manner of things for years, and I haven't noticed that it has any adverse effect on what we grow, certainly, and on my health. If I'm planing or sanding anything down, I do it outside. I don't do it in the shed and breathe all the sawdust in. That's just common sense. But I mean, just use common sense anyway. And I don't make anything. I just got a splinter. Typically, I don't make anything that's going to be used in serving food. So I wouldn't make, spoons or a bowl or a chopping block or anything, because I think that the wood from pallets isn't that good quality, and it could well be sprayed with chemicals. So I avoid that. But you take your choice, to be honest. So you don't need tons of tools to start off making stuff in the garden, or make stuff for anything. A decent saw, decent hammer, tape measure, pencil, a dog that doesn't interrupt. To be honest, I mean, most people who are going to attempt stuff like this have already got tools, so don't know what I'm talking about. But you see these videos on YouTube of people who've, especially Americans, to be honest, who've got these absolutely massive workshops in their garden, and all manner of tools, expensive stuff, and no wonder they can turn out decent joinery, because they've got all the right equipment. But you can get away with getting stuff from car boot sales or Facebook Marketplace again, or getting stuff off relatives who've died. No, sorry, getting stuff off relatives who are no longer building stuff. Just keep an eye out for it, because it's there, and I've had plenty of stuff from car boot sales, and it was perfectly usable. So in our next video, hopefully I'm going to talk about gardening, about perhaps sowing some seeds, the stuff that you can sow in February. Might get some cabbage in. We'll just see what the weather's like this time next week, because there's no point starting stuff, as I've said before, if it's too cold. Having said that, I have had some success with the chilies. Not everything has started, but there's 2 or 3 that have popped their heads up, and so that's encouraging. If nothing else. So until next video, look after yourselves, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.